so far, how's the feeling there in Paris? Kamusta yung emotion with Kaloy? I know that the battle's not yet done, but there's it. There's the gold.
Dami pong iyak. Like, kanina. So, very historic yung nagawa ng
Mhm.
for this, Paris 2024. Ano, I'm glad na ano yung madugong proseso na pinagdaanan namin. Kasi iilan lang po kami sa grupo, maliit lang po kami sa grupo, pero natawid po yung gusto namin ipakita as a community, especially natawid ni Kaloy kung ano yung gusto niyong mangyari para sa career niya. So, we're all big relief na wow, yung pinaghirapan for months is start ng well, I started working with him seriously, not only as a therapist, but also yung sa biomechanics. Starting slowly from January, pataas. So, masaya po na kung ano yung pinahirapan mag-conversation ko, kahit mga ilan lang kami sa dito.
Throughout I think ilang years na kayo magkasama ni Kaloy?
I started working po August last year. With Belgium, yung World Cup sa Antwerp. And then, from there, nag-start kami na parang everyday na kami magkasama since January. January, starting the training camp. And then, with the direction na.
Alright. Ma'am, from there, tingin nyo ma'am, ano yung naging development ni Kaloy from the moment you see him when it comes to the confidence level? Kasi the skill is already there. The talent is already there. The tools is already there. But when it comes to attitude, ano yung nagbago? Gaano kalaki yung naging improvement ni Kaloy heading to Paris?
One is, din po talaga, yung paniniwala sa sarili, yung lang develop throughout the process, especially after nung nangyari po sa Belgium, that, of course, that we're big kahit kanina, di ba? And then, pero, he never gives up, saka lagi po siyang nag-show sa training as well as nag-community siya, especially pag alam niya na nakakapagod sa kanya. But one of the things that I had to work on early in the preparations was yung mental toughness po. So we had workshops talking about yung mga psychological skills like big athlete has to have, and then we discuss things about his emotions and feelings and thoughts, and yung feedback ko namin sa ginawa ng lagi kami nag-usap. So very effective communication that really helped build the peak performance.
Ano yung mga workshops ba na ginagawa ninyo to improve his mindset?
So, these are the things that I already thought prior to handling Kaloy. So, I've had athletes already. So, and I did a workshop for Under Armour, and then I taught Kaloy or Carlos yung mga tinuro ko dun sa ibang atleta. So, some of the psychological skills na tinrain is yung performing under pressure, because even if a person, even if an athlete is able to show the right performance training, pag andun na sa competition, it's a totally different set of skill in life that this person will go through. So yung adrenaline, yung seeing other competitors, yung lighting, yung audience, those are the things that hindi ko na-account sa training. So, yung mga ganung bagay po, pati yun sinasama sinasimulate namin sa training niya bago siya mag-compete. So, the other things that you know, we would discuss is yung stress and anxiety management. Also yung ano ba dapat yung mentality niya every time he steps on the floor. So, yung mga skills na yun na hindi kasama usually doon sa gymnastics training. Pagdating sa labanan, kailangan mong buong-buo yung ganong paniniwala sa kung ano yung pinractice. Paano i-bawasan yung nervousness mo. So, some of the things na sinasabi ko sa kanya prior was like, nagawa na natin to, let's just replicate. Ano yung pinractice natin, i-replicate mo lang. So, I guess, even if wala ka doon sa sa team with him, but I would say yung magandang preparation sa prior to the competition, mag-show talaga siya sa competition. So,
Ma'am, parang last time we talked, prior to, during, before your departure, di ba, bago kayo umalis dito sa Philippines, we've met, parang
ako,
may ano si Kaloy pag na-frustrate siya. Ano ba yung nangyayari kay Kaloy pag na-frustrate siya, and how did you work on that?
one is, bigyan siya ng other coping skills. He got really good at embracing yung pag-iba ng perspective um, sa as we practice that type of mentality or those thought process. Prior to that, he would, once na magkamali siya, mas lalo siyang kinakain yung burden ng pagkakamali niya. Mas lalo yung parang na bibigyan mo lalo sa sarili. So then, some of the things that I would train him with during training is, giving him the data, showing him like, hey, even if ito yung nararamdaman mo, tingnan mo yung statistics mo sa training today. Tingnan mo yung statistics mo ngayon sa week na to, sa past couple of weeks to. You're still upgrading day by day. So I guess I just wanna show this to you kasi these are your statistics. Ito, nag-upgrade ka every day na kung bago na ititigil. So hindi ka talaga, kung ano yung nararamdaman mo sa sarili mo, the data shows na you're doing well. So, manage niya.
So kumbaga parang may nakikita siyang progress na steady, may concrete na evidence na nagpo-progress talaga siya. You're showing it to her, to him.
Yes po. Usually, pagka nagpa-training kami, naka-laptop ako, naka-cellphone ako, nagre-record ako na lahat ng ginagawa namin. Kasi I'm a believer of data-driven approach, and I'm a believer of yung nakikita ng atleta kung ano na yung nagagawa niya. Kasi sa yung verbal lang. So then, walang mabalikan na notes yung grupo namin kung asan na ba talaga kami. Oo. So, ayun, nakasulat lahat. And then pagkatapos ng training or during training, pakita ko sa kanya, ito yung objective natin for the day. Ito yung gagawin natin. Though, of course, I would also like to credit yung si Coach Nidal kasi he was also part of the preparation for next rounds, especially doon sa nakatulong talaga din si Coach Nidal doon sa floor na exercise kasi he had to provide with extra support, and also kay Coach Alvin na andyan palagi para sa talong. So, yun. So, basically, the other thing that I was able to provide sa grupo, yung paano mo talaga yung athlete from kung ano yung previous state na
And so far, ma'am, A gold for Kaloy is also a gold for you, Ma'am Hazel. And sa tingin mo, gaano kalaki? This is your time to shine. Gaano kalaki yung contribution ng isang occupational therapist like you para sa pag-mold ng isang atleta? Ng isang gold medal athlete?
Ano, well, so as an occupational therapist, I really am an advocate of a holistic approach to taking care of people, of optimizing people, may it be kung atleta ka, may it be kung nasa office ka, nag-work, or may it be na person with disability ka. Holistic approach, a human-centered approach is always for me the best way to give anything for you. Kasi especially for an athlete, it's not only the physical aspect you have to take care of. As I have said before, when an athlete goes to the competition, a lot of it is also psychological, emotional regulation, and being able to manage the stress and the adrenaline level that you have na kung titingnan mo lang puro skills, pero yung internal regulation of a person, pag wala kang control sa sarili mo, I really, there are so many risks to make a lot of mistakes during the competition when it matters the most para ipagbitan mo yung pinaghirapan mo. And also, yeah, like spiritually, I also look into that, life coaching. We also do that for Carlos. So essentially, lifestyle niya, nutrition niya, pagtulog niya, lahat parang monitor in order for me to be able to push him yung extra chemistry ng brain niya, extra chemistry ng body that will give him power. So I would say it's quite a complicated process, guys, but but science is amazing. Science is a superpower, and I guess this is how it played out. That we were able to give such good scientific programming para kay Kaloy and was able to get him to perform at the highest level in this Olympics. So yay! Thank
Yes.
you to all that helped us along the way.
Oo, totoo. It's very great. By the way, ma'am, speaking of, checking up on every aspect of his life, basically, meron ba tayong parang meron ba kayong nakasanayan na some athletes have this superstition, just like, kunwari, Lebron, yung chalk toss niya before he play, tapos yung iba, they run sprint suddenly, yung iba, I think, yung iba, kunwari si Heidelin dati, may china-chant siya sa sarili niya na malakas ako, babae ako, ganun-ganun. Si Carlos, si Kaloy ba, meron ba kayong parang naging ganung habit, binuong habit, just to boost her confidence, or his confidence, just a bit of a superstition, kumbaga, or routine?
Well, mga bagay na nakita ko sa Teloy, mahilig talaga mag, mag-clap ng hands niya with the chalk.
Oo.
Tapos ini-enjoy niya yung bagay, ini-enjoy niya yung sound ng chalk bago siya mag-go. Other things na alam ko nung ginagawa namin before was yung magsabi sa kanya na, magsabi niya sa sarili na-replicate ko na to. Na-replicate ko na. Na nagawa ko na to. Kailangan lang replicate ko. So,
What are you looking for tomorrow? Or later na ata dyan, ano?
Ano na ba oras? Bukas pa.
Bukas pa, okay.
Ilang oras pa tayo.
Or later pala rito, kasi, oo, yeah.
For sure po, mas kung adrenaline at celebratory feelings na nakuha ko today to add on yun sa power niya. So, for sure talagang gaganahan siya na gumalaw at mag-perform tomorrow. Kasi ganda yung feeling niya today. And with that, will come more freedom of expression kung maganda yung nasa loob natin. Mas hindi siya matatakot, mas bibigyan niya yung buo na kasi maganda yung pakaramdam mo sa loob.